What lurks in the deepest, darkest parts of our oceans? Down where sunlight never reaches, it's pitch black, unimaginably cold, and the pressure is crushing. You think nothing could survive there, right? Wrong. The deep sea is teeming with life, but it's not life as we know it. It's a world of bizarre, alien-like creatures that will make you question everything you thought you knew about biology. Today, we read diving thousands of feet below the surface to uncover the 10 strangest creatures ever discovered in the abyss. Get ready, because things are about to get weird. First up, we have a fish that looks like it flew straight out of a sci-fi movie, the barrelli fish. This creature is absolutely mind-bending. Why? Because its head is completely transparent. You can literally see right through its forehead and look at its internal organs, including its brain. But that's not even the weirdest part. Its eyes, which look like 2 green orbs, are located inside its head and are almost always pointed straight up. It does this to spot the faint silhouettes of its prey swimming above. Imagine having a see-through head and eyes that look through the top of your own skull. The barrelli spends its life drifting motionlessly in the deep, a living submarine with a built-in periscope, waiting for an unsuspecting meal to float by. It's a stunning example of how life adapts to the most extreme conditions imaginable. Next, let's meet the cutest ghost of the deep, the Dumbo octopus. Named after the famous Disney elephant, this octopus has 2 large, ear-like fins on the side of its head that it flaps to propel itself through the water. Unlike other octopuses that use jet propulsion, the Dumbo octopus gracefully floats and soars through the abyss, looking like a little ghost drifting in the darkness. They live at extreme depths, sometimes over 13,000 feet down, making them one of the deepest living octopuses known to science. They don't have an ink sac because, let's be honest, in the pitch black deep, squirting a cloud of ink isn't a very effective defense mechanism. Instead, they just use their charming little ears to flap away from danger. It's a rare and enchanting sight, a reminder that not everything in the deep is terrifying. Now, let's dial up the nightmare fuel with the deep sea dragonfish. This creature is the definition of a predator built for the darkness. It's long, black, and eel-like, perfectly camouflaged in the abyss. But its most terrifying feature is its gigantic jaw, filled with long, sharp, fang-like teeth. In fact, its teeth are so large that it can't even close its mouth completely. The dragonfish is a master of ambush. It has a special light-producing organ called a photophore on a long barbel attached to its chin. It dangles this glowing lure in front of its mouth to attract smaller fish and crustaceans. Once the prey is close enough, snap, those massive jaws clamp down. Some species of dragonfish can even produce red light, which most deep-sea creatures can't see, effectively giving them a secret invisible flashlight to hunt with. Okay, from nightmare fish to a furry crustacean. Meet the Yeti crab. Discovered in 2005 near Easter Island, this crab is famous for its bizarre, hairy-looking claws. But that's not fur. Those silky white filaments are actually colonies of bacteria that the crab cultivates itself. Scientists believe the crab might be farming this bacteria for food, literally harvesting its own claws for a meal. Another theory is that the bacteria help to detoxify the poisonous minerals spewing from the hydrothermal vents where the crab lives. It spends its life waving its claws back and forth through the chemical-rich water to provide the bacteria with nutrients. A farmer, a detoxifier, a fluffy-clawed mystery, the Yeti crab is one of the most peculiar discoveries in recent memory. We're just getting started on our journey into the weird. If you're fascinated by these deep-sea discoveries and want to see more incredible creatures from the abyss, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue to bring you these amazing underwater explorations. Thanks for your support. Now, let's get back to the countdown. Next on our list is a creature with a terrifying name, the vampire squid. But here's a fun fact. It's not a vampire, and it's not technically a squid. It's in a unique order of its own, a living relic that's a mix between a squid and an octopus. Its Latin name, Vampiratutus infernalis, literally means vampire squid from hell, and you can see why. It has dark, velvety skin, glowing eyes, and a web of skin connecting its 8 arms, which looks like a cape. When threatened, it doesn't squirt ink. Instead, it pulls its cape-like arms over its body, turning itself completely inside out and exposing spiny projections called cirri. It can also release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus to dazzle and confuse predators while it makes a getaway. So, while it doesn't suck blood, its defense mechanisms are definitely dramatic enough for its name. Now, if you don't like bugs, you might want to look away. This is the giant isopod. To put it simply, it's a deep-sea cockroach or woodlouse, but on a colossal scale. While the isopods you might find in your garden are tiny, these deep-sea giants can grow up to 30 inches long. They are scavengers of the ocean floor, the cleanup crew of the abyss. They'll eat anything that drifts down from above, mostly the remains of dead whales, fish, and squid. They have an incredibly slow metabolism, an adaptation to the scarce food supply in the deep. This allows them to survive for a very, very long time without eating. One captive giant isopod famously went over 5 years without a single meal. They are a perfect example of deep-sea gigantism, where creatures grow much larger than their shallow water relatives. And now, for the face that launched 1,000 memes, the blobfish. This fish has been unofficially voted the world's ugliest animal, but that's a bit unfair. The sad, gelatinous, droopy-faced creature we're used to seeing is not what it actually looks like in its natural habitat. The blobfish lives at depths of up to 4,000 feet, where the pressure is over 100 times greater than at the surface. Down there, its gelatinous, slightly less dense than water body is a brilliant adaptation. It allows the fish to float effortlessly just above the seafloor without expending energy on swimming. It doesn't have much muscle. It just drifts along, opening its mouth to swallow whatever edible matter floats in front of it. When it's brought to the surface, the rapid depressurization causes its body to bloat and collapse, giving it that famously sad appearance. So don't judge the blobfish. It's just built for a high-pressure lifestyle. Prepare to feel your skin crawl. This is the sea spider. And yes, it is as creepy as it sounds. While they are not true spiders, they certainly look the part. These marine arthropods are found throughout the world's oceans, but the deep-sea varieties are particularly strange. They are often incredibly slender and have legs that are ridiculously long compared to their tiny bodies. In some cases, their bodies are so small that some of their internal organs are actually located inside their legs. They use a long proboscis to suck the juices out of soft-bodied invertebrates like sea anemones and sponges. Imagine a creature that is almost entirely legs, with its organs spilling into them, slowly creeping along the ocean floor. It's pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel, and it's very, very real. Have you ever seen a creature that is almost entirely mouth? Well, you have now. This is the gulper eel, also known as the pelican eel, and its most prominent feature is, without a doubt, its enormous pouch-like mouth. The mouth is loosely hinged and can open wide enough to swallow prey much larger than the eel itself, kind of like a snake. When it finds a meal, its mouth and stomach can expand like a balloon to accommodate it. It also has a long, whip-like tail that ends in a complex organ called a photophore, which glows with a pink or red light. It's believed the eel wiggles this glowing tail tip to lure in curious prey. The gulper eel is a floating stomach, a bizarre and highly specialized predator, perfectly designed for a world where your next meal could be huge. And you can't afford to let it get away. Finally, we have something that looks like an abstract piece of modern art, but is actually a carnivorous predator. This is the ping pong tree sponge. It is a type of carnivorous sponge that looks like a bizarre tree with thin branches covered in tiny glassy spheres. These little balls, which give it the ping pong name, are actually covered in microscopic hook-like spicules. When a small crustacean or other tiny animal brushes up against one of these spheres, it gets instantly snagged, like being caught on Velcro. The sponge's cells then slowly crawl over and digest the trapped prey. So this innocent-looking, beautiful structure is actually a passive, deadly trap, waiting patiently in the dark for its next victim. It just goes to show, in the deep sea, you can't judge a book or a sponge by its cover. And that's our list of the 10 strangest creatures found in the deep ocean. The abyss is a realm of endless mystery, and we've only scratched the surface of what's down there. Which of these deep-sea creatures shocked you the most? Was it the transparent head of the barrelli, or the farming yeti crab? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading through them, and will reveal even more unbelievable ocean discoveries in the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into the unknown.